Nowadays, more and more publishers are trying to sell the coolest, most powerful and simply good-looking in-game items for real money. However, I'm strongly against the idea of the best content being locked behind paywalls. That's why today I feel like telling you about 7 of my favorite, most powerful and the most awesome items in video games that can only be obtained through your own titanic efforts and can be bought with real money. This first weapon fits perfectly with the released Doom: The Dark Ages, because it's from Doom Eternal and might even be more powerful than Doomslayer's signature BFG 9000. And no, I'm not talking about the unplayable BFG 10,000 from that one level. The game features 6 Slayer gates, challenging optional hidden combat arenas that can only be unlocked with keys scattered throughout the map. Even if you struggle, the game's built-in legal cheat codes can help you find them. But you can't use cheats inside the gates. You can still switch to the easiest difficulty, though even that won't make it a walk in a park. Collecting 6 keys and clearing all 6 Slayer gates lets you unlock the most powerful, usable weapon in Doom universe. Until the Dark Ages arrived. You'll receive it at your main space base. This secret super weapon uses the same energy cells as the BFG 9000, but it fires 3 powerful beams of energy automatically. While the BFG 9000 may be more useful in the main game, the Unmaker gives a serious advantage in the Ancient Gods Part 1 and Part 2 DLCs. What else gives such an edge over your enemies? In Dead Space 2 you can earn through literal sweat and blood a true handheld mega weapon shaped like a red foam finger. To get it, you need to complete the game on its highest difficulty setting. It's a silly, absurd but incredibly powerful arsenal addition. The Finger of Death is one of the most old school and fun to use weapons you'll ever see, and you can't buy it, despite the game being published by our beloved Electronic Arts, which is known for sneaking pay-to-win into big franchise AAA games. Naturally, this type of pistol has infinite ammo and the impact of its shots tears enemy to pieces. It even has 2 fire modes, bang bang and pew pew pew. Named that way because Isaac, the protagonist, literally shouts those sounds when firing. Just imagine, unlimited ammo, huge area of effect, wide debris spread and nearly infinite range. All it's missing is an aimbot with wall hack to be perfectly balanced. Thankfully, it doesn't have a scope, it's one big downside. Still, the Finger of Death is a fun and ridiculous item that adds a bit of humor to the terrifying world of Dead Space, and that levity matters a lot in such horrifying games. Did any other devs manage to create something cooler? In Battlefield 1, you can obtain a high damage revolver with which your character automatically performs stylish tricks while running or reloading. On World War I battlefields, it may look a bit goofy, but the animations are mesmerizing and the massive damage output directly boosts your kill count. To get this gun, you must first find at least 1 Easter egg token, a tough task on its own. Then you need to unlock an in-game secret to receive a special skin for the support class. After that, you go through an underground gas trial, decoding Morse code on a new map. Despite its power, the revolver has its downsides, like blurring sights while aiming and no animations for enemies or allies. There had to be some flaws, right? But after 100 kills with this weapon, you'll earn another Easter egg token. A nice bonus for a cool item. But okay, let's take a break from brutal combat. If you complete all 120 Ancient Shrine challenges in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, you'll unlock a special location featuring Link's authentic gear. This secret area, accessible only after a long shrine grinding process, grants you one of the best armor sets in the game. You can mix and match many weapons and armors in Zelda, but if you want the 100 canonical Link look, you'll have to sweat for it. Shrines are some of the game's most engaging content. They offer tons of fun gameplay and the armor is a nice reward. Naturally, you'll also want the Master Sword to go with it. It's a bit odd that the game's most desired early game outfit is actually locked behind endgame content. It would have made sense to start the next title wearing your gear from the last adventure. Still, Link's set is another great example of awesome in-game items you can't buy with the real money. Let's keep going. In God of War 2018, during your journey through the realms, you can collect several special stones that fit into a slot for minor boosts. but together they charge up a metal gauntlet that lets Kratos fire powerful and flashy energy blasts. This incredible item was discovered just days after release, a reward from a seemingly ordinary quest, and it surprised everyone by referencing Avengers, Infinity War and Thanos. The game features 6 stones with names matching the Marvel ones: Soul, Power, Time, Space, Reality and Mind. 3 of them are obtained by killing Valkyries, the game's toughest bosses. 1 you buy, another is given by a dwarf in a side quest, and the last is in a chest in Helheim. Once you've embedded the stones, the talisman unlocks a powerful melee attack that grows stronger with each added stone. Fully upgraded, it fires 2 energy blasts that cause massive damage, knock enemies around, throw them off ledges, and even bounce back if they miss. Unfortunately, the gauntlet can't control planets, time, or snap half your enemies into dust. But now it's clear why fans eagerly await a God of War 3 reboot set in Egypt. Just don't rename Kratos to Thanos. Let's move on. In Final Fantasy XV, the entire game keeps you grounded. There isn't much vertical gameplay despite teleportation and unique aerial attacks. Driving on endless roads gets boring, and you can't even go off-road properly. But everything changes when you finish the game and complete a series of secret, convoluted side quests hidden in certain map regions. Only then do you unlock the ability to fly. Your car transforms in true Michael Bay style, and you can soar through the skies. After this upgrade, the car is fully player-controlled, letting you fly anywhere in the map at will. That may not sound groundbreaking now, especially since later updates allowed off-road driving, but at launch this transformation felt mind-blowing. To this day, the flying car dramatically speeds up gameplay and makes it more fun. That's why this vehicle upgrade definitely deserves a spot among the coolest items in games you can't buy with real money. Last but not least, this weapon is something special. Yes, technically you need to buy the Old Hunters DLC for Bloodborne, but I don't count that as buying an item. You're purchasing a full expansion with bosses, locations and more. To obtain it, the hunter must defeat one of the hardest bosses, the Orphan of Kos. After the brutal fight, the hero acquires Kos, which is also the name of the parasite infected the boss. It's a grotesque Lovecraftian weapon that transforms the hunter into a jellyfish-like monster. In this altered form, you can deal huge amounts of arcane damage with a brand new moveset. I truly hope this DLC and the weapon make it into a future Bloodborne remake across all platforms. It's genuinely a brilliant piece of content and design. And today I really want to know your favorite items like this. So many hard-to-get items can only be remembered with a good brainstorm among many people. So please write in the comments. This isn't bait, I'm genuinely interested. We might even discover a whole new series you've never tried before. And don't forget to click on the videos on the right, left or smack in the middle. The channel already has lots of interesting stuff, and your support will help bring even more to life.